This morning I'm going to try and explain my approach to trading. I predominantly watch this, it's a tick chart, and at the moment it's set at 500 ticks. So we're watching, and you can see along the timeline here it's 10:18 and here's 10:27, so it's a very fast moving tick chart. That's my predominant trading chart. Then the second chart I watch is this intentional trader chart. It's a 1 minute chart, and we're seeing the low of the day here. So the low of the day here on the S&P was 4235. We're seeing this same line here as a support level, but it's not called out the way it is here on on intentional trader. I also watch the 1 minute chart here. So this is a 1 minute chart and this is a 1 minute chart. This is intentional trader and this is decision bar, so they're quite different. Decision bar gives me signals like this exhaustion signal and this failure signal, which the exhaustion failed here and the failure actually won here. It did quite well, it got up to the support level. So decision bar trades off support and resistance levels. So here's a support level and here's a resistance level. If the market can make it through this support level, it'll keep falling. If it can make it through this resistance level, it'll keep rising. The next resistance level would be this line, and the following resistance level would be this line, and they're based off previous resistance levels. So you can see this dotted line goes back to a very defined support level here. So I'm also watching a 300 tick chart with slightly more smooth indicators. So this doesn't react as quickly as this. This is basically my test model. I experiment with this while I'm waiting for something to show up in the market here. And then over here, I'm always watching the 5 minute chart. The 5 minute chart gives me a nice long-term view of what's going on in the market. So you can see back here, it's 8 a.m. Here's 9:30. There's where the market opened. It opened on a nice big breakout here. So there was a nice up move in the morning. So what are we going to do today? Well, how I spend my day is predominantly looking at this trend. So this trend is saying this support level here is going to be, or sorry, this is going to be a resistance level. So we've got a resistance level coming up here. So the market might get up here. If it does, great. Most likely it's going to turn around and come back. These oscillators, the higher the oscillator gets, the more oversold we're getting. So right now we've got a lot of buying on this RSI indicator, where the decision tree oscillator is, or this, excuse me, decision bar oscillator is moving to a point, we're a pretty neutral point. So RSI is saying we're in a buy mode, and the decision bar is saying it's non-committal either way, but we are heading right for the support level. Back to my main chart, we've broken above a support level. We've got a breakout signal, but I'm not going to touch it because I've got an oversold on my oscillator here. So this oscillator will keep me out of this trade. Now there is a chance we'll pull back to resistance here, and if we do, I may jump in, but at the moment I'm not comfortable taking this trade. Plus it's about to run into this support level, or this resistance level here, which was support earlier on. So you can see it ran into this resistance level and now it's turning around. So nothing's going on there. Now what about intentional trader? Right now intentional trader is saying we're in this band here, which is just normal trading range. When the market breaks out of this band here, then we're into an area of either oversold or overbought, and that's where trades get interesting. So right now I'm just going to sit back and wait and see what happens. And if you hear that gunshot going off, that's basically the market telling me we've got a signal. Here is a signal I never touch. This exhaustion signal, it's trading into this moving average. I think I'm on a 40 on a 18 bar moving average. I gotta check that. And so this is my fast moving average, which I think is 9, and then this is 18. So we've got both the support level here and a moving average here, which is telling me that this trade is not a trade I would take. Some people will, and some people will make money, but I know predominantly I tend to not make money on these trades. And there we see exactly what happens when I try to take these trades. It hits the moving average, it hits the support level, and it bounces up. So we have an exhaustion signal here, but I'm not particularly excited about it. Plus we got the oversold here. Now it's starting to move. Okay, so now we could have made a little bit of money, but I'm still not going to touch it. And we're trading into a support level here on intentional trader. So again, 2 reasons why I wouldn't take this trade. If I had taken this trade, in a perfect world, I would have got in at 41.50, and here we are at 40.00. So there was actually 4+ points to be made here, but again, you're risking 7 points to make 4 points, so we don't do that. Now, interestingly, it's crossed below the moving average. The moving average is crossing, and the market is holding below the moving average. So again, this trade has potential. But it only has potential down to 38, and again the oscillator is saying we're in oversold, we're going to see more buyers than sellers here. So again, I'm sitting on the sidelines, and if you look over here on intentional trader, again it's hitting the support line and it's bouncing off the support line and it's going nowhere. So what else is going on? Up on the 1 minute chart on decision tree up here, we've got a failure signal, so that's confirming what we're seeing here, but it's also trying to trade into this moving average. So again, I'm just sitting on the sidelines, and look at this, we've got a lovely setup here. We've got oversold here on my more smooth indicator, but again, I will sit on the sidelines, look at how this support level is supporting the market. So nothing going on here that I'm really excited about. I've got a couple of volume indicators up here, and I've been watching those, seeing if they can help me or if they're just not for what I do, looking at just a 1 minute or a short tick trade. I get, when I say 1 minute, I like to be in a trade for just a couple of minutes at most. I don't like to, I get very nervous if I'm in a trade for more than 15 minutes. I've sat in a trade for over an hour waiting for it to get to break even many occasions, and it's just not a comfortable feeling. This is really interesting. Look how it's hitting the support level and hitting the support level, but it just can't break it. So you see there's no line here, but there's a very defined line here. Oh, now we've broken below, so it's got some potential to move now. But you would have been sitting in this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And so after 5 minutes you would have been up a tick, and it decided it liked the support level. After all, it's not going to break through it. So 1 bar got below the support level, but you see decision bar now is moving its support level up higher, so there's even less chance of this trade going anywhere. Funny, we're hitting the moving average here and we're hitting a support level here, so we're really in a tight little band here, so something might actually happen here. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is actually looking kind of interesting. Now, let's see. I'm going to pull my dome over. If we get a signal here, I am going to jump into this. So what I'm seeing here is we've broken up. You know what, I'm going to just go ahead and take this if I can get it. Okay, we're in this trade. We've got support level here. Oh, look at this, is coming after my stop, and it got my stop. Let's see if we can... We're just going to sit back and not do anything. So we just lost $80, $79. So that's not a great start to the morning. But I got in before I got a signal, so I broke my own rule. Plus the oscillator was down here saying oversold. Now here's a little sell signal. Let's see if we can get our $80 back again. Stop needs to be 41.25. 41.75 is a good place. So the market is saying there's a resistance at 41.25. I'm at 41.75, and look at that, the market's after my stop again. So I'm hoping the market will get down to 38.50, 38.75, and that's not very far away. Okay, well we're past break even now, so I'm going to bring my stop, if I get to 3 ticks, I'll bring my stop past break even. I shouldn't have gone into this trade, it's only worth 5 ticks. Okay, we're at 3 ticks, so I think I'll just go to break even plus 1. There's break even plus 3. Okay, break even plus 3 gives me a wee bit of profit. There we're gone. So I'm still down $45, and look at this, the market just hit that support level and bounced again. So it's a Friday. Fridays are no fun days to trade, they're pretty dull. So you just saw me take basically a $40 loss in 2 trades. So the market made a little bit more money than me, but you can see we're in a narrow band here. You can see how this is banding here. There's really not much going on. We've got 2 oversolds here. So that bouncing off that support level actually would have been not a bad trade had we got a signal, but we didn't have a signal. And again, looking at the 5-minute chart, look at how we're just in this narrow range. There's not a lot going on in the market. Oversold, overbought, and this is telling us we've got a little bit of divergence. But you have to squint your eyes very hard to see divergence there, but there is a bit of divergence. So moving average here is pretty much in a straight line. Moving average here is pretty much in a straight line. This is one of these sucky markets where you can make mistakes so easily. And again, look at this support level here. We're breaking below the support level, but we've only got to here to go. So that's from 40.25 to 38.5. So nothing I'd want to trade. Yeah, this is a great example of when not to trade. We can spend hours doing this in a day, just waiting for something to happen. While we're waiting, let's have a look and remind myself what my moving averages are. 20. Okay. I didn't know that. Isn't that funny? I just know I like it. And then this is either 9 or 10. This is 9. So it's a 20 and a 9 I use. I didn't know that. Well, you learn something every day. And now the market's definitely breaking below that moving average, below the support. Silly me would jump in and try and take a couple of ticks out of this. But more mature me knows to sit back and wait for a good signal, because you're just going to give the market your money, and we don't want to give the market our money if we can avoid it. Again, look at this very, very tight range here. This support has been there for a long time, and this resistance level is fairly well defined. So we're in a pretty tight band. It's a Friday. And again, if I try to go short here and make some money, the market's telling me, no, silly, we're in a band, we're not going to give you any money. Be nice to get a signal. So look at this moving average tipping here, the market tipping here. I'd say we've a pretty good chance of going down. Okay, here's a signal, but I want to get in. Oh, it's gone. No, too late. So I tried to put an order in at 37.25, which would have been here. And now we want to get out of it because look at this. It's telling us there's some buying going on. So there we missed a wee signal. Again, nothing I'd be overly thrilled about. Now the market's going to come up, test the support level. It says go long, but I just don't like these exhaustion signals, so I'm not going to touch this. We've got oversold here, so if anything, this signal, well, will turn around. It didn't turn around, it actually went the right way, but I don't trade those exhaustion signals. I have no confidence. This is telling me we're oversold, and moving average is down. It's going to hit the support level. So we could have made a bit of money there again, but we decided not to because we've had too many bad experiences with these exhaustion signals. Because the biggest reason I don't take this exhaustion signal is support is all the way down here. So if I take this, my stop has to be all the way down here. And while it looks like a great opportunity to make money, more often than not this will turn around and test the support level. Now if it turns around and tests the support level, that is a great time to take that trade. Let's pop over to intentional trader and see what it's seeing. So in intentional trader, you see this is very much a market driven signal. Look at that great big tail there. That's basically the big money smacking the locals. So they were just having fun picking up a bunch of stops, and that's exactly what they did there. And that's their business, and they do very well at it. So we never try and fight the big boys. Okay, we're above the support level here. We got a buy signal here. We're above support levels here. We do have this resistance level at 43.75, which is about here. Okay, we're taking this.
Order filled.
So I got in here at 42.25, which was there. So I a little bit lower now. Look at this, the market's up. You know what, I'm going to dollar cost average here. So I bought again here. And the market looks like it wants to give me a lesson. So you can see a buy here. Oh, look at this. And we wait. Okay, we're back to break even. Whoop-de-doo-dah. Break even plus 1, break even plus 3. So at break even plus 3, I'll go to break even plus 1, will I? Yeah. Okay, we're break even plus 1. And can't get past break even plus 3. And go on, go on, go on. Let's take break even. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, let's take break even plus 3. No, yes, no, go on. Plus 2. Okay. So at this point I am down $3.81 and happy to be out of this trade. Although I probably could have got back in there too. Yep, look at that. Oh well. Move my stop a little bit too quickly. Let's see if we can get in at 2.
Order submitted.
So I'm trying to get in at 42. There's 43.25. No, we're gone. Too late. Sorry. Goodbye. Plus we're hitting the support level, so I'm not going to try and beat the market there. Look at this, hitting support, hitting resistance here, hitting resistance here. Super big resistance here on the 5 minute. So 5 minute is saying moving averages down, big support level there. This smoother tick chart is saying resistance here. My fast tick chart is saying resistance here, and indeed resistance we get. Okay. Now this on intentional trader, we've got this 70 and a flash. So they're both sell signals for this bar, but we're inside this trading zone. So while we're inside this trading zone, we're just in normal range, and there's nothing extraordinary going on there. So we would not take this signal because it's inside that trading range.